Hello all and welcome to the Cammy C Show. Just want to start off by saying my thoughts and wishes are with Christian Eriksen and his family. I didn't actually watch the game. I was hearing about it. It was quite traumatic, hearing that he'd collapsed. It's reported now that I think he may have had a heart attack, may have been an underlying heart condition there. He seems a great human, phenomenal footballer. It was just a horrible story to hear, we weren't sure. It was a bit touch and go, but then we were told that, he was alive and everything. It was absolutely phenomenal news. I just want to start off with that, never play again. I don't think he'll play again after that, definitely won't. But, I'm just glad that he's stable now and everything. I wish him and his family all the best and hope he makes a speedy recovery. Now, I certainly had a late night last night watching the YouTube versus TikTok boxing card. Now, I'm not really a fan of YouTube events, or I don't mind the all social media stars ones, just like last night, just YouTube, TikTok. It's more the expedition fights I'm not a fan of, Logan should have never had the right to get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. It's an absolute disgrace. But anyway, we're not getting into that. Got sent a link to watch this YouTube v TikTok show last night, and I ended up staying up all night. Very much enjoyed the show, but I'm not here to talk about the full show anyway. I'm here to talk about Anesongib. And it was the reason why I ended up staying up to watch it, to be honest with you, because I'm going to make a bit of a compilation or whatever at the end, a bit of a montage or whatever, but honestly, Anesongib, I think it's absolutely brilliant what he's done. In a world of YouTube, we saw in the lead up to this show, you've got people just slagging each other off, fighting, swearing, in the press conferences. We just saw Bryce Hall swearing his head off and stuff. Anesongib, he's like a role model after what? I'm having some grapes here. Getting ready for the next YouTube TikTok show myself. I'm waffling a bit, but to come back from... Think about it, his profession is YouTube. He's online all the time, If you're a boxer and you lose a fight, it's up to you if you want to be on social media. But in theory, you don't need to be, Obviously, you have to do social media events, like little interviews and stuff. But you don't really need to be on social media. Gib gets humiliated against Jake in the first round. He defensively was awful. His balance, everything in that performance, it was shocking. You had Eddie Hearn coming out and saying he should never box again and stuff. And boom, Gib didn't care. He honestly didn't seem to care about this. Within a few months, he was saying he's back on the grind, he's going running. And we've seen today, like last night, him put on a very good boxing performance. Taylor Holder is someone who's meant to have boxed for a good amount of years, a good few years. I know he's not had fights or out, but he's trained for a few years. You could see he held himself, like he was trying to fight like a boxer, he had a nice relaxed little guard and that. You could see he kind of knew what he was doing. But, Gib, you could see the shape he came in. He claimed to lose over 20 kg. It's honestly inspiring, the shape he came in. And, from last time out, we saw the boxing defence was awful. Jake was able to land on him so easily. There was spells where Gib would go with like a combo or something, and then boom, he's like in a position where he's surely going to get landed on, but bang, bang, blocking, ducking. His shot selection as well, it wasn't just like when we've seen his amateur fights. We've always known he's, off his head, he's got just this mental gas tank where he's just going to be like bang, bang the whole fight. But this time, he demonstrated his phenomenal engine that he clearly has. We can see how hard he works. He runs all the time. You could just tell how much he put into this. And his shot selection was phenomenal this time. It wasn't just swinging like mad, working the body, working. I know it's just YouTube level I'm talking about, but, you had some people naturally take to the sport well, and Gib is not a natural at this level, I'm saying. Some people can take to it and look naturally good at this level. Like, look at Austin McBroom, for example. I know he's fighting, Bryce Hall's not very good, but he looks like he took to it fairly decently. Gib hasn't took to boxing, really. He's not got phenomenal technique straight off the bat. It's something he's had to work on, and we finally saw he had great boxing defence. He was picking his shots well. The work he's put in, it's honestly inspiring to come back from that. And it really topped off a really nice moment was when DAZN last night, they uploaded a picture of Gib, well done Gib, hard work pays off, from Eddie Hearn saying, you know, you'd never fight again, to him congratulating him, because you could just see the lad worked so hard. He really did, you know, gone from everyone laughing at him, not being able to get away from all crab memes and mocking him, to winning every single round again. I'm not talking about it was given a draw and that. Gib won every single round with good boxing ability. His shots were landing on Taylor Holder. He was working the body, then working the head. There was good combos. Everything Taylor threw at him, he blocked with ease. He defended it. The engine all the way through. He kept a phenomenal tempo for 5 rounds. I mean, he's an absolute machine. So yeah, here's a little bit of a... As someone who suffers with anxiety, I want to get on to, sort of social anxiety and that, you sort of fear getting humiliated. People having eyes on you, little stuff day by day. You go to the shop and like you might drop a bottle of Coke and you're like, oh my gosh, has everyone seen that? And I'll leave the store like almost cringing. Oh, that was really embarrassing, that. This fear of being humiliated and that. Gibbers took that. He's been humiliated that level. Round 1, in a world where, you know, Jake Paul, the amount of trash he talks and all that, he's in a profession where he's got to be reminded of it every day. You know, in the lead up to this, he'll be here. Gibb was wrote as the massive underdog. It's going to happen again. He can't box. And to go with that and to train for... Yes, the money's good and that, but he's not a professional boxer. You know, to train like he has, you could see, he's got in great shape, his engine's gone even better, and his boxing ability has gone from 0 to hero. All in this one camp. Hats off to him. Big respect, Gib. I'm going to play a little bit of a montage thing for him. Up the big Gibber. Won every round, lad.
Pro boxer, the zone, 23 years of age. He's going against a mentally unstable individual. He won't outwork me. He won't. Impossible.
Why are you saying mentally unstable?
I ain't fucking right. I'm mental. I don't even know what's coming. Tasmanian devil shit.
He said he wants to fight again this year. Would you? The problem is, I said to everybody in the build-up, Gibbs not very good, right? And after the fight, the next day, he was moping around the hotel. I felt really sorry for him. I went up to him. I said, "How you doing?" He went, "Yeah, not really great. I feel better." I said, "Listen, at the end of the day," I said, "you made a few quid. Congratulations, because you built that following." I said, "But you're not very good. And the other bloke can fight, and you can't." "Oh no, I had a great camp. You know, I really put my..." And he's a lovely fella. I said, "No, Gibb, you can't fight. Like, you can't go..." Well, I always said in the build-up, you can't go into an arena like that with the world watching, take your head guard off and have a fight if you can't fight. Do you know what I mean?
You think it's going to end there? It's redemption time, baby. Anesongib then began training again, and he promised us a comeback against a very talented YouTube boxer known as Taylor Holder.
Whack right now, but I'm coming for you all. I've got unfinished business. Unfinished business. People are trying to kick me while I'm down. They're trying to kick me while I'm down. But guess what? I'm gonna get shaken. This tub is gonna go. 2021 is the year of the kid.
Gibb fully redeemed himself in this one, won every single round. His defence was very good with Taylor Holder's shots, and to finish it off, what I thought was a lovely note was the message from the zone. Well done, Gibb. Hard work does pay off, and we saw it did in this one. Hope you enjoyed.